Hello folks, Reverend Crystal Cox here. Folks, spirituality is really simple. Okay? I have people asking me such complex questions. What do I study? What do I learn? What kind of rituals do I have to do? Do I have to do steps in a certain order? Do I have to go this direction and that direction? And they can't remember to call in which elder or how things go. Folks, you don't have to put spiritual connection off. You don't have to wait. It's really simple, okay? Studying all these different things are wonderful. I enjoy information. Sometimes it's information overload and you need to just simplify, okay? Just talk to your angels, talk to your guide, ask what you want, have a clear communication. It seems that because I'm into certain sections, or if I'm into Buddhism or if I'm into Wiccan or into pagan or into these certain things, people send me all this information and it's kind of information overload. I use books kind of like oracle cards or tarot cards, really. I open them up and I study what I'm led to. And it's just kind of relaxed. And when I spiritually advise people, I kind of go where they want to go naturally. Okay? And then give them advice based on the direction that feels best to them. There is no one direction. There's many roads home, folks. And, for me, spiritual connection is rooted in the Bible in a way, because I studied the Bible a lot as a child, but I always had direct communication with Spirit. I just didn't understand it. And now, having studied all these years, I really feel a deep bond with Pleiadians. And I felt that in my early 20s. I have studied, Barbara Hand Cloud stuff, Barbara Marciniak. You watch Shirley MacLaine's movie Out on a Limb, and the Pleiadian energy that came here to help because we were running amok. Earthlings were like, if you destroy Earth, it affects other parts of the universe. Like one part of the ecosystem affects it all. We shouldn't be drilling for oil. We shouldn't be having these coal mines and, leaving these desolate places, and clear cutting. And I say this probably in every video, but we didn't need gas. We didn't need oil. We don't need coal. The technology is there. The Tesla technology of propulsion, we wouldn't have even need roads. So we're kind of headed back to all of that, and the Pleiadian energy is a lot of part of that. So I help people to understand the new energy coming in. I help people to understand they want to have a spiritual connection, but they don't know where to begin. I don't say, here, study this, study this, study this, study this. Learn this just one religion and then fight for their causes and whatever and their political stuff. And it's not about politics, folks. It's about learning things in great depth. It's about your inner guidance. Trusting Spirit and trusting your connection, asking for what you want. Your thoughts really do create your reality. And your perception creates your emotions, really. What you think of a situation, what you think it is. I mean, really, what's the worst that can happen? You die and you come back, right? I mean, when you dream, and I know many of you probably have had outer-body experiences, lucid dreaming, you don't have your body. So you kind of understand that the you know to be you is there with or without your body. So what is there to fear in life, really? You stay in contact with Spirit. You pray constantly. You're always in conscious of what you're thinking and creating a better reality. And yes, you want to fight for what's right, for what you're led to fight for, but on a spiritual basis. Always in contact with Spirit and trying to do something for the greater good. I have seen a lot of people get discouraged and overwhelmed and stop praying and stop meditating and stop even connecting to Spirit because they're fearful of everything they have to learn or some expectation of them. Really, it's nothing. Go sit on a rock somewhere. Go sit in a room. Go take a bath. Go do something where you're by yourself even for a minute and talk to Spirit and pray and ask to be shown what you need to be shown. Ask to be given the information you need to be your highest potential. Okay, at Bringing Back Goddess Church, we are about teaching you what you crave to know and not forcing any one thing on you, not guilting you, not shaming you, not making you feel obligated to give us money or help us, just providing a place for you to understand yourself better and your calling and your connection to spirit. Okay, and helping people. Love thy neighbor. You know, the golden rule, do unto others. I myself have chosen a spiritual mission, kind of spiritual warrior for a good portion of my life. But everything that I've done, I've tried to do from a place that is for the greater good. And I've stayed in constant prayer on that. And I am human, and I am a work in progress, and I, work through these things constantly. But if I waited for myself to be perfect and have everything down to advise others, it would never happen, right? Because the more you know, the more there is to know. And the more layers there is. And what we come here to learn, and loneliness and emotions and looking for love and all of the things that happen to us as a human being, it happens to all of us, even the greatest of spiritual leaders. So don't worry or pressure yourself as to what you need to study. And if you have someone telling you their way is the only way, or if you have someone telling you that the only way to God is to give them money, or anyone that makes you feel pressure or stressed at all when they're saying something, if it feels wrong, it is. Keep moving to something that feels right. We are about teaching you about you, trusting you, knowing you, because that's your calling, what your bliss is your calling, and what you came here to do that's true for you. You didn't come here to do what's true for me. Okay, so we want to teach you what is of your highest potential, what will help you to be your highest and best person. And I've talked to so many people lately that just seem so discouraged on, meditation, and or sometimes they get so much information, it's so wonderful that they have like self-loathing where they don't let themselves feel wonderful. Or they don't know how they could get out of their job or their life anyway, so why get all this information when they can't necessarily apply it or make this a way of life? The thing is business is not off limits to spirit, folks. Pray for a sign. Pray for a way out of your job. Say, look, I need to make a living. That's how this works in this world. I want a way out. Show me. Or show me how to make my job more meaningful. Or, just communicate with spirit on what it is that you want and stay conscious of that. I've found different times in my own life, where I've avoided deeply metaphysical spiritual things because when I close my eyes or I have paper and I just have a flood of constant information, from my past lives, from the Akashic records of all things when you go to ask. I just write poetry and it just, this stuff just kind of just pours out of me. So I find that I just stop it. But really, if you just kind of let it flow through and don't judge it and realize that you don't have to label it, you don't have to put it in a book and share it, you just, just feel it. And if it's something really profound and you don't know what to do with it, take that to spirit too. Right? Just don't let the complexity that someone might be throwing on you make you think that you don't want to get closer to spirit because there's just too much work, okay? It really isn't. It's just a conversation with God, with Goddess, with yourself in your head, your own higher self. Okay, so Goddess bless you folks. And I hope you have a great day, and don't stop praying. Don't stop letting your guides and angels know what you want.